The ongoing tussle between New Delhi and Ottawa has brought the Sikh diaspora in Canada under the spotlight. For over a century, Sikhs have been migrating to Canada. Why did Sikhs start to move to Canada? Who were the first Sikhs to arrive in the country, and what challenges did they face? According to the 2021 Canadian census, Sikhs account for 2.1% of country's population. Canada is also home to the largest Sikh population outside India. Sikhs began to migrate overseas in the late 19th century as they were involved in the armed services for the British Empire. Sikhs' arrival in Canada began with Queen Victoria's Diamond Jubilee in 1897. Kesur Singh, a Risaldar major in the British India Army, is considered the first Sikh settler to come to the country that year. Then the first wave of Sikh migration to Canada was triggered in the initial years of the 1900s. Although the migrants easily found work, they encountered hostility based on the perception that they were taking away jobs from localites. The situation kept deteriorating as more and more Sikhs arrived in the country. With the mounting public pressure, the Canadian government finally put an end to the migration by introducing stringent regulations. It mandated Asian immigrants to have $200 and travel directly from their country of origin. As a result, immigration from India into Canada declined drastically after 1908. It was during this time that Komagata Maru incident took place. In 1914, a Japanese steamship known as Komagata Maru reached the shores of Vancouver. It was carrying 376 South Asian passengers, most of whom were Sikhs. The immigrants were detained on board the ship for about 2 months and then escorted out of Canadian waters, sending it back to Asia. According to the Canadian Museum of Human Rights, once the ship arrived in India, an altercation between British authorities and the passengers broke out. The officials suspected the passengers to be revolutionaries arriving to make trouble. When the altercation ended, 22 people were dead, including 16 passengers. The Canadian immigration policy relaxed after the end of World War II. It happened for 3 main reasons. First, it became difficult for Canada to maintain an immigration policy and practice based on racial preferences after it joined the United Nations. And second, post-World War II, Canada started to expand its economy, for which it required laborers. Third, immigration from Europe declined, prompting Canada to focus on third world countries. The factors ultimately led to the introduction of points system in 1967. In this system, skill alone was the criteria for admission of non-dependent relatives into Canada, and it eliminated any preferences given to one particular race.